Hello, welcome to Forever Young Autobiographies. Today's show is about settings. What is a story setting and examples of settings? Now today's show is also brought to you by the Your Family Story system, which is a 4-step process on how you can interview a loved one and record their life story. And I'll have some free sections to this at the end of the show, so stay with me. If you're brand new to Forever Young Autobiographies, it's the place where we learn how to record life stories for family and friends so unique memories can live on. And I'd be really happy if you could follow, subscribe and like the show. So what is a setting? It really is the key foundation to a story, to a larger life story project. It can be the mood for your project. It can introduce characters to your story. And there's many different types of settings, so let's jump into the show. What exactly is a setting? Let's define that right at the beginning. A setting is someone or something's surroundings or environment. And I like to sort of think about it in about 3 different ways. You've got number 1, location settings. Now these can be buildings, interiors, exteriors, scenery, geography and nature. Then we have sort of like that vibe or that feeling. That can be a setting too. And this can be created by social climate, can be dominant cultures, education standards, politics, religion, fashion, senses. Now this is how things are felt, how they sound, looked, smelt, tasted. They're the senses, of course. Also for feeling and vibe, we've got weather and even population. It's quite a lot in that one. The third one is point in time. Now this can be the time of day, the time of season, the year, the century, or even the era. There's lots in that one, point of time. But why are settings really important when we're creating life story projects? This could be an autobiography, a biography, a memoir, or something else. Well, they're great in that they add context. They tell us about the big picture in which we're setting this story. They can introduce characters and they help you introduce plot too sometimes. And especially, they're showing the characters' motivations and their actions. So it really doubles up there. And it can influence the tone, mood and atmosphere of your project. So settings are really, really important, and there are some real key reasons of why you want to include them. So, how do we do settings? Now, settings come down to clear detail. You want to give your reader some clear detail. You don't want broad generalizations and you don't want cliches. For example, someone might say, the house where you grew up. The house was really big. Now, this is a broad generalization. Instead, you want to go for the detail. You're going to drill down. You're going to say, for example, it was a 2-story brown brick house with a gable roof. Lots more detail. You're going to spell it out and you're going to give clear clues for your audience to imagine your memories. And you can put settings at the start of a chapter, the start of a story, but you can also sprinkle them throughout your project. So, there you go. Don't do settings without watching this video or this show and taking it on board. To recap, we've covered what exactly is a setting, the different types, why you might want to use them and examples of how to do that. So I'm hopeful that this little show will give you the confidence to create vivid settings that really transport your reader. Now, to get all the details about this in long form, please go to my website, go to foreveryoungautobiographies.com/setting. I'll have the link for you down below. Go over there and take a look at the larger article I have on this with some helpful links. And leave me an answer to this question. What is a memorable place or setting from your childhood? I'd love to know. It's really interesting when audience shares with me some of their memories. Before I go, the Your Family Story system, you can get some free sections to that. I mentioned it at the top of the show. go to foreveryoungautobiographies.com/free. Have the link for you down below. Essentially, this will give you a first few sections on how to start the process of interviewing a loved one and recording their life stories. Now, I did this with my 100-year-old grandmother. It was, a really long project. It was a great project, but I distilled this down into the 4 key steps so that you can do it too. So please check out those free sections. I know you're going to find some value in them. So I'll be back again soon with another topic to do with life story writing. So I'd be really happy if you could follow, subscribe, like the show, share it with a friend, leave it a review. And until then, happy writing.